I'm pretty sure that more than one of you would like to know how many overgrips Paquito or Bella uses. So, if you're curious or just want to copy your favorite player, pay attention. Hello to all players, I'm Pablo and I welcome you to a new Force set. I wanna know how many of you would guess which player uses the racket with more overgrips. But I think the answer is really simple. Agustín Gómez Silingo. La pregunta del millón que todo el mundo quiere saber. ¿Eres de los jugadores o crees que eres el jugador con más overgrips en la pala del circuito?
Yo creo que sí, pero la verdad que no lo sé. Habría que ver, porque debe haber alguno que también juega con el puño grande.
¿Y cuántos tienes ahora?
Mira, ahora yo la pala la armo con 4 grips de fábrica, que son un poco más gruesos, para no tener que estar poniendo, si no tengo que estar poniendo 15 cubre grips, que son muy finitos. 4 grips de fábrica y creo que tiene 3 cubre grips.
O sea, son 7.
Sí.
7 contando que los 4 primeros son más gruesos.
gruesos.
Si no te importa, puedo agarrar yo. O sea, tú fíjate cómo me queda a mí la pala de Agustín Gómez Silingo agarrándola. Silingo mixes grips and overgrips, so the result is extraordinary. But Silingo is not the player with the highest number of overgrips in his racket. Gianni Gisbert was a professional player almost 2 meters high and with a really big hand. So please look at the following picture and try to guess how many overgrips Gianni Gisbert did use. 13 overgrips in total. But that racket is very thick? Well, take a look. An average overgrip weighs 7 grams, so by using 13, Gianni Gisbert adds 91 grams to his racket. So please never forget that you have to be careful with the final weight of your racket and the balance. Okay, if we were talking about the player with the highest number of overgrips, now it's time to talk about the player who uses less overgrips in his racket. So can you guess who is he? Paquito Navarro is the player who uses less overgrips in his racket. Actually, Paquito removes the standard grip and he only adds 1 overgrip. But the question is, why does Paquito do that? Well, actually the answer is very simple, because he wants to get the best feel when he hits the ball. But one of the weirdest players with overgrips is Arturo Coello. So if you wanna know how many overgrips has Arturo Coello on his racket, and also you wanna see him putting overgrips on his racket, don't forget to subscribe because it's free. But if we talk about Paquito and his racket, we must talk about Martín Dineno. So the question is again, how many overgrips does Dineno use? ¿Cuántos overgrips llevas?
El original le pongo 1 y 1 más, o sea 2. El original y 2 más.
Martín uses the standard grip plus 2 overgrips that makes his racket a little bit thicker compared to the one of Paquito Navarro, for example. Let's talk about another Argentinian player. Let's talk about Agustín Tapia. So how many overgrips does Agustín Tapia uses? ¿Cuántos overgrips le pones?
Yo le pongo, como viene, le pongo 1 encima.
Uno, el
más.
que viene y uno más.
El que viene y uno más.
Pues parece que es más grueso, macho.
¿Sí? Bueno, el que viene y uno más.
Agustín Tapia uses 1 less overgrip compared to Martín Dineno, but he spins around several times when he starts to put it on so that his hand doesn't slip. A very particular case is Franco Stupasuk. Notice how Franco repeats the movement at the beginning to make the end of the grip thicker. Like Tapia, they make it more difficult for the racket to slip out of their hand when hitting the ball. But Tapia and Stupa didn't invent anything with that technique of putting an overgrip, because Juan Martín Díaz, at 13 years in a row, number 1, already did it. The total of overgrips that Juan Martín Díaz uses, apart from the standard grip, are 4 more overgrips, so it's a pretty thick handle. But notice how Juan Martín Díaz has a more open hand than, for example, Paquito when hitting the ball. Let's move on to another player, and now it's time to talk about the Shark Maxi Sanchez. For quite time he uses the Esa Core, but he stopped using it before leaving Bull Paddle. Actually, no Bull Paddle player uses nowadays the Esa Core, and honestly I don't recommend it. Maxi has uses perforated overgrips and also smooth overgrips, but nowadays he uses the second option, the smooth ones. But Maxi, to the original grip that comes with the racket, he just add 1 more overgrip. Let's move on to the last player of today and the best player in history, Fernando Velasteguín.
No, eso va en función, porque hay muchas veces que nos lo preguntan y cambia mucho en función del puño original que tenga la paleta. Si es un puño grueso, con un puño ya está, y si es un puño finito, con 2 o 3. Para los entrenamientos, lo lo suelo usar bastante y en los partidos, de partido a partido, lo cambio. Es una manía que con los años he ido agarrando, pero el que cambio lo enrollo y lo guardo para ponérselo en las paletas y en la raqueta de mis hijos porque están prácticamente nuevos.
As Bella explains well, the decision of how many grips to use depends a lot on the thickness of the grip that comes with the racket from the factory, the one I call standard. Bella in another interview explained that he likes to feel comfy while handling the racket, unlike Paquito. But nowadays, Bella has changed from using 3 overgrips to just 1 because Wilson has made his racket with a really thicker grip. But you wanna see Bella putting an overgrip in his Puma racket in 2009?
Marcazón. Yo no los veo.
¿Son Puma o no?
Son Pumas, son Pumas.
Son Puma. ¿Hay que apretar mucho?
Sí,
¿O cada uno hace lo que quiere?
sí, pero si no lo pones muy fuerte se te corre. Si lo pones suavecito con la presión de la mano.
Cuidado que viene allí. Cuidado que viene.
Don't forget to subscribe!